Our next awardee is a TV host and journalist. I've actually done a panel with Willie Geist before. He's helped save the children on a number of occasions, and he's been a great supporter. When we started Save the Children Action Network, what we wanted to do was to work bipartisan to raise the visibility of early childhood education. And we wanted to be aspirationally, I said this on a panel with Willie, I said, we'd like to be like the NRA for kids. We want to be that influential. And everybody kind of had a reaction you're having. And Willie turns to me in front of like 300 people and goes, that is the worst analogy ever. You're a disaster from a PR perspective. I said, thank you very much, Mr. Geist. I appreciate that. So now I get to introduce you. But he is, as many of you know, the host of NBC News Sunday Today with Willie Geist, and is the co-host of MSNBC's Morning Joe. He's also a regular host and contributor to NBC's Today Show, as well as the NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt and Meet the Press. He's hosted coverage of several Olympic Games and contributes regularly to NBC Sports Group. In addition to all of those journalistic achievements, Willie is an accomplished author, having written several books, including his New York Times bestseller, Good Talk Dad, and American Freak Show. His wife, Christina, and two children, George and Lucy, make him a worthy recipient of the Father of the Year Award for 2018. Willie Geist, ladies and gentlemen.
I just thought guns for kids was the wrong message for Save the Children. Thank you so much, Mark. I appreciate it. Thank you, Dan. Thank you all for being here today, this afternoon. I want to congratulate Mario, Ben, Manny for being the runners-up to my Father of the Year. It was a hard-fought vote. That was my understanding. Is that not? That's correct. Okay. I did tell Mario I had to take exception with one part of his being here today, which is that we've all agreed now culturally that dad bod is a thing, so that we can sort of like get older and just let it happen. He's violating that. And he's making the rest of us look bad. Every time I turn on the TV, he's jogging down the beach, he's got the 12-pack and the guns. Let it go a little bit. Let it hang out, Mario, okay? You're killing us over here. You're killing us. It's so interesting to hear everybody talk about the moment they became a father, and I'll never forget, we had my daughter in 2007, actually June 14th, it was 3 days before Father's Day that year. And you're in the hospital for a couple of days, you're not quite sure what you're doing, you're learning on the job, and then all of a sudden they kick you out of the hospital, and my wife and I always joke, we had our daughter in our car seat, carrying out of the hospital, and the nurse just looked at us and said, good luck. And she meant it nicely, but to us, is good luck? That's all. Is there a manual you want to hand us on the way out the door? Good luck. And it's been the best challenge, and I think we all have to. I think every man on this panel and every man here would agree we have to shout out the mothers. There's none of us without the mothers. So thank you. Good luck felt like not quite enough, but we've managed and we've found our way. And I always say there's something that happens in that moment. It happened for me in the delivery room when I first met my daughter in those first seconds. And a homing beacon is turned on in your heart. And you want to be where that person is. And it happened again with our son. I want to be where that person is. And it's almost a physiological thing. Maybe there's something to that. And I found it in my career too. I still work my butt off and I'm hard charging and all those things. But my default setting is to get back to my kids and to be around my wife. Where, you might take, if you're doing a shoot in Vegas, you might take that extra day, put it on the company, stay another round of blackjack. But now I want to get home. And I think that's what happens when you become a father. And so I think the work that's done here to salute fathers, to promote being a good father, to find new ways to be a good father is so important. And I'm just grateful for the work that you guys are doing here. Thank you. The other thing about being a dad, you all know, is that it's just fun, It's fun. And as these kids get older, mine are about to be 11 and 9, they're real people sitting across from me at the table with personalities and jokes and stories to tell. And my kids from the back seat, as they sat in their car seats, obviously they're out of them now, over the years, my wife and I would write down the things they would blurt out from the back seat. So I thought a couple of these are from a couple of years ago that I'd just share a couple of them. We have a list of like hundreds of them in our phones. My son asked recently, if I take a shower, get out, then get back in for 2 minutes, can it be a shower for today and tomorrow? That's a hard no on that. Another question. Dad, I'm not going to put this grape juice I didn't finish in the fridge because it will turn to wine overnight and kids can't have wine, right? And I said, no. And he said, no, it doesn't turn into wine, or no, kids can't drink wine. And I said, it's a double no on that one as well. He asked me the other day if Bigfoot has children. Think about that. Does Bigfoot have children? Can anyone answer that with any degree of confidence? Is Bigfoot even in a relationship? I don't know. You only see him alone walking through the woods. Maybe he's got a happy home life. I don't know. I didn't know how to answer that one. This was strange. Sometimes they'll pick things up off the news. My son asked me, Dad, how did El Chapo build that tunnel? The guards just gave him shovels? So he was on to the corruption at Mexican prisons pretty early on. And one more, he said, if Bruce Lee had children, again, totally out of the blue, I bet the mom would have to put the high chair and stuff together for the baby because Bruce Lee would just break it with his moves. These are the simple joys of being a father, the simple joys of being a parent. It's the best job, as everyone who's ever been a dad has said, that we will ever have. It's not even close. We love our children, and we're so grateful that you allow us to celebrate it here today. Thank you very much.